I'm 33.
Really?
Been in the game. You've been in the game 30 years.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it generic. You mentioned some of the best fighters, and, the best fighters you've worked with. Give us 3 standout moments.
I'll tell you, it's really difficult. 3 standout moments for various reasons. Joe Calzaghe fighting Kessler, because 54,000 people, Millennium Stadium, fabulous performance, and cemented himself up as the best fighter of his generation, bar none. And got a record. I think that's going to be very, very difficult to beat. Nassim Hamid, Madison Square Gardens, brilliant fight against Kevin Kelly. I mean, they were up and down like yo-yos, but the atmosphere was unbelievable. It's one of the most exciting fights. I could say Frank Bruno winning the world title, 3rd attempt. He was written off, and he showed that if you stay at it, you're professional. And he beat the man who beat the man. He beat the man who beat Lennox, and and it was I think a great point. I've got to give a couple more. I'm excited.
Well, I'm gonna go for it, bro.
The fight for me, which was watching it, was the most unbelievable, brutal, exciting fight ever, which was Nigel Benn against Gerald McClellan. But the most dreadful outcome, that made you sit back and think, hang on a minute, this is shouldn't be happening.
Sport, taking it to that kind of realm.
It takes it to another level. And for lots of reasons, it stands out as being one of the moments. And I think, as far as any young boxers turning pro, it's something they should watch.
No, I remember that part. The motto is keep on going, which you've always done. I mean, you fought some moments of adversity.
That's what you all have to do, isn't it?
It's been the lowest. I mean, you probably don't want to discuss that now, but you've come back.
I'll come. The Angel Islington, I lived in a council estate. That's where I came from, and everything's been a fight. But you know what? Everything's been a bonus. I've had a good time. I've been around the world. I've been involved in some great sporting events. I've met some really interesting people. I've met some arseholes on the way. But I've met more nice people than I've met bad people.
You brought Tyson to Brixton.
I brought Tyson to Brixton.
That was
a good day. That was when he was behaving. Yeah.
He ended up punching in and the rest of us say history, Frank.
We had a
disagreement. You survived the Tyson punch.
I'm not even going to go there.
You're tougher than.
Sorry?
You're tougher than people give you credit for.
I'm not even going to go there. He owed a lot of money to a jeweller, and he paid it. Yeah. Okay.
Tell me something. If you could give 3 bits of advice to any aspirational boxing promoter or somebody who wants to get in the fight game and emulate your success, what would they be?
I think you've got to have a lot. You obviously have a lot of drive and determination. You give a lot of things up for it. Don't get too involved. You can get very close to guys, and you can, they may feel that you're letting them down, and vice versa. You've got to keep it professional, and forget what everybody else is doing. Put your blinkers on and think about what you're doing. Because if you're worried about what they're doing, you don't worry about what you're doing. And that's really it. Just follow your dream, because you know what dreams can come true.
Tell me about the 11th before we go.
11th is a big night. Return of the 7th. We had a fantastic show up in Birmingham in September, and this one in Liverpool is I think will be a better show. We've got David Clemley fighting for the interim world title. We've got a great fight with James DeGale taking on Paul Smith in his 10th fight for the British title. That is a cracking fight. We've got Derek Chisora being back from Germany fighting the best heavyweight in the world. Tough call, big tough fight. But you know what? This guy believes in himself. And, hopefully he might do what Ruckman did, and what Oliver McCall did, and what Leon Spinks did in Big Alley. Anything can happen in boxing. We've seen it. So he could, if self-belief does it, he can win that one. We've got Frankie Gavin fighting for a title on there. We've got Matt Macklin defending his European title on there. We've got Kell Brooks, who's one of the stars of British boxing. He'll be involved in the title fight. We're announcing all the opponents most of these guys next week. I'm sure I've left somebody out, but it's a good night.
It will be a good night. My last question, my bone of contention, Frank. Junior Witter didn't fight Ricky Hatton.
Not my fault.
Why not? Why think
Because Ricky Ham won't fight.
Just didn't want to. Just
He
didn't want to give
know.
him the
I
payday.
had it in a contract. I wrote it into their contract. What we thought we had it made, and they both fought on the same show in Manchester. And Junior had a fight, and he stunk the place out for a guy from Belgium. And Sky TV, Vic Wakeling was the boss then, and the American TV said we're not interested. That killed it. But then Junior went on and done something, hadn't then went off and done his own thing, but never fancied the fight.
Says it all, I think.
Yeah. So don't blame me for
No
that.
worries. Thanks for your time, Frank.